Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How's It Ale. It's Friday night, it's beer o'clock, and the beer we're going for is a new one to me. Many of you had it already. I've seen some mixed reviews and I thought it'd be interesting to try it out. It is one from Brewdog and Northern Monk. It's this one. It is the Vermont Sessions. And Vermont Sessions is a session New England IPA. And it weighs in at 5.2%, and it's arguable, is 5.2 sessionable? Maybe it is in comparison to a Great Big Tipper. Who knows? Anyway, what can I tell you about the beer? Not a huge amount. It does say on the can, the Vermont Sessions. Northern England and Northern Scotland unite for the New England IPA. A transatlantic juice bomb of flavour. Pours as bright and hazy as a Vermont morning with massive fruit aromas. Sweet and juicy to taste with notes of tropical fruit, big pineapple, stone fruit and a dash of coconut. Brewed with oats and wheat and left unfiltered for a smoother session. Vermont Sessions, the opaque state. Now, as we all know, that little section of text on the Brewdog bottles and cans is often referred to as the Bible of bullshit. Will this one be the same? Who knows? Who knows? Based on the Modern Times one, maybe. But like I said, I've seen mixed ones on this, and I'm hoping that it's a better one. Now the coconut makes me wonder, is there Sabro hops in there? Who knows? Does it mention on the can? No. No, it just lists the usual water, malted barley, malted wheat, hops, malted oat and yeast. No specifics mentioned on the hop front. Maybe it will online. I'll try and find out later. Anyway, I had a choice of glassware for this one. Did I stick it in the Brewdog glass? Do I stick it in the Northern Monk glass? Well, I'm going for the Brewdog glass because if I don't like it too much, I feel less bad about kind of bitching on Brewdog than I do on Northern Monk. Anyway, politics aside, let's open it up and see what we get. So the Brewdog glass, and the pour is pale but hazy. So we have some of the promised things. There we are. We have haze on a pale orange coloured beer. A little bit of carbonation. It looks alright. You know, you've got 2 fingers of white head, relatively compact, reasonably consistent, holding its own for now. Looks okay. Let's have a whiff. Didn't get anything from the can. It smells alright. I can smell the pineapple, I can smell the stone fruit, there's kind of juicy peach, that kind of thing going on. Did it mention coconut on the aroma or on the flavour? No, coconut on the flavour. Massive fruit aromas, yeah, I can't disagree with the aromas. They're not prominent, as in when you pop the top on the can you don't get it, whereas some beers you do. This one it's there, it's just not in your face. Have a taste. Not bad. Not bad. I was expecting thin, watery, lacking in flavour. I got slightly bitter, ever so slightly savoury. Pineapple, yes. I've got some of that stone fruit. And interestingly, a hint of coconut. It's only a hint, it's very small. But it's there. The savoury bit though, that's interesting. And I know some people have said in the past with certain hops they kind of have an onion-like tendency. It's not that. It's almost like that little bit of a salty kiss that you get from a goze. It's alright. It's not a New England IPA as you know it, but of course it's sessionable, the ABV is lower. There's going to be a sacrifice somewhere. Little bit of pine resin. A little bit of everything to please most people in this one, I must say. The finish is slightly bitter and slightly more savoury as time goes by. I think salted caramel, that kind of thing, when the sweetness fades, you get that little hint of something left at the end. That's what you got here. It's not as big and heavy as most New England IPAs that Northern Monk stick out, or indeed Brewdog. It's a little bit lighter than that, maybe middling at the kind of the heaviest. Does it taste like 5.2? Doesn't hide the 5.2, but it doesn't taste any particularly stronger or weaker. It pretty much hits it on the button, really. Not bad, not bad. So, the Vermont sessions from Brewdog and Northern Monk. What do I think of you? Would I buy you again? Well, I only bought one because some of the recent offerings from Brewdog have been a little bit hit and miss. So I hedged my bets and I stuck with one. Would I buy it again? Yes, I would. I would, because I like what it's got. It's got flavour. It's got a little bit of pine resin. You've got a slightly interesting, savoury note as well. Wasn't expecting that, and I don't know if it's a common theme with this beer or if it's just a one-off on this particular batch. Who knows? But I like it, so I'll try it again. Would I rush out and buy it again? Now here's the kicker. With all the beers in Morrison's and Tesco's at this price point, you know, £3 a can, and this one is from Morrison's, there are better beers than this out there for £3 a can. But they don't offer exactly what this does. So it's a little bit of a tricky conundrum. I like the Northern Monk Newer World more than this. I like the newer Order of the Faith from Northern Monk and Alpha Delta. And in the same vein, I much prefer the Brewdog and Cloudwater offering that is available in Tesco for £3. So it's probably fair to compare this one to the Brewdog and Cloudwater collaboration. I would rush out and buy that one and drink it every day of the week if I could. This one, not quite so much, but it's not far behind. It's not necessarily good enough for me to go and buy it again, but it's good enough for me to want to drink it fairly regularly. So with that in mind, I'm going to give the Vermont sessions from Brewdog and Northern Monk 3.75 out of 5 on the old Untapped score sheet. So there we are. That's the beer. It's not a bad start to a Friday night. You know, it could have gone an awful lot worse. I'm grateful that it was good. It was good. So there we are. Down there, ladies and gents, there's some buttons. You know exactly what to do with them. And I know exactly what I'm going to go and do with the rest of this beer. I'm going to go and enjoy it. Thanks for watching. This has been The Beer. I've been Nick, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye.